Hello everybody, lagging. Okay, this is Clef5 bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time we have a match between ChaoxTech, the Red Terran in the 6 o'clock location eventually, versus Mentor, the Blue Protoss in the 12 o'clock location. I don't know why, my computer always tends to freeze a little bit in the beginning here. But hey, it looks like these two are being pretty friendly with each other. Ooh, his mech is Gosu now, apparently. That's nice, yeah. And yeah, you could probably have guessed that I couldn't stay away from ChaoxTech's replays for too long. After all, he just sent me a large email stack of them, so... Oh no! Mentor is coming off of a 10-game losing streak. Anyway. That's a bummer. So, we aren't going to see a whole lot early on, just because it's TVP. And usually don't, well, the first indicator of anything that will happen in a TVP is how quickly that Protoss puts down their gas. We're going to see a gateway here any second. Yeah, so how you guys doing? I'm just going to fill some time. I've been working on a couple projects, and I think I'm going to plug myself just because, again, there's nothing really going on. Barrick's kind of in this top corner just to hide it a little bit. I've seen him float these things down here to do add-ons, so that's what I'll be looking for. In the meantime, Mentor searching around. They're going to find each other second just because they're cross-positioned. So, anyway... Oh, actually... Well, I don't know, whatever. Working on a few projects. You might have seen a video a while ago about a blog that I've been working on. Just a little fitness thing, which is kind of weird because I never considered myself to really be a fitness blogger type guy, but, you know, it happens. I used to be kind of a fat kid, and I've been working on not being so much of a fat kid. Wow, full scout here from Mentor, going to be able to catch what's going on here. Wow, Marine pops just in time to scare off this probe, but it of course will be just fine because it has shields. It didn't even get a scratch, really. Can't even tell. So now ChaoxTech out searching as well. Hasn't gotten that scout yet. Oh, single gas up for Mentor. Chrono boosting that cybernetics core, so it kind of looks like it could be a 4-gate opening. Could be. We'll see. Anyway, ooh, ChaoxTech gonna get the scout here. Gonna be able to see what's going on. Probably, well, his reaction to a 4-gate should probably be, yeah, a bunker. Perfect timing. Oh! Oh, and what is this? Wow, Mentor gets the scout. So yeah, indeed, ChaoxTech is landing, exchanging these buildings, and it's going to produce a couple of Hellions. And the reason he does that is because Protoss players love to do this, send out their first couple of units to peck away at the buildings that are at the front of your ramp. And, oh, curiously, actually going for a Nexus first. Huh. And by putting this out here, he'll allow some Hellions to escape without being scouted, or so we thought, but yeah, this building did get zapped away by that probe. Got scouted, bro. So anyway, here come the Hellions. Ooh, nice shield on from that sentry. So now it's going to be a matter of, can he destroy those Hellions before they get in? And ooh, it looks like, wow, yeah, Hellions actually do quite well against sentries. And now these probes are possibly going to get destroyed. And oh, doing a great job of getting that Hellion boxed in and sliced to pieces with that Zealot. Probe scout for the win. So anyway, now we're seeing, well, basically the same thing, except now inside his own base. So it might be a little bit more difficult for ChaoxTech to actually get out, get his Hellions out, especially if Mentor brings his forces up here and just sort of camps out, which again is something that a lot of Protoss do. So we'll see how this begins to shake out. Mentor should actually probably is quite a bit ahead in terms of income. Well, he's way ahead in terms of harvesters, though the actual income is not very different. Might be on account of mules or something. And ooh, man, these Hellions are going to get shut down pretty quickly. So yeah, it's definitely difficult to make any sort of inroads with Hellions once your opponent has moved out. He's going to have to rely on possibly dropships. Yes, medevacs rather. I still do that, dropships versus medevacs. And boy, it's taking a while for ChaoxTech to actually get moved out here. He's gonna move out to his natural expansion. Camping these Hellions over here for easy drop access. Medevac inbound, and gonna move out, start mining, and he's got to get going pretty quick on that because look how far ahead Mentor is here. More than 10 probes ahead, and oh, epic observer scout on that. Mentor is moving his troops back in to intercept these Hellions, and ChaoxTech just not having any luck at all with the strategy, losing only a single Hellion though. Before getting chased off, and trying to do a fake. Trying to do a fake, ladies and gentlemen, and oh, is he going to be able to get any drone kills? No, just a couple of stalkers there waiting to box him in. That is brilliant positioning on those stalkers there. Much smarter than building a building there, because then you can still get your own troops in and out. That is just fantastic. And another observer there. I don't think he has any reason to be worried for Banshee. Raven coming out to get that point defense drone. Critical in PvT games with lots of stalkers. Actually not too many stalkers yet on Mentor's side. Curiously, actually, only 2 gateways out. Oh, there's more. There's gotta be more. No? 2 gateways, 2 robos? 2 gateways, 2 robos, and a robotics bay. So we are going to be seeing some Colossus very soon. Okay, pet peeve, you guys, and this is to other commentators who call any number of Colossi. That's just annoying. Colossi is multiple Colossus. Colossuses, if you will. Excuse me. And to call a single Colossus a Colossi is just wrong. So don't do it. Anyway. Looks like ChaoxTech is going to get ready to take a third. Looks like Mentor is going to get ready to do the same. Just broke down those rocks and now is planting down that next... Wow, try saying that next nexus. That's tricky. ChaoxTech... not going to be able to move in for a scout unless he scans that. Also breaking down the rocks here to take his gold expansion. So both players actually putting a lot more emphasis on getting economically sound than doing anything else. Though, wow, it does look like Mentor has a much more ferocious army, and indeed he does. A few immortals here, just a good mix of everything. And what's in production? Does he have... Yeah, he has a couple of Colossus in production, and that's going to get scary really fast for ChaoxTech, who, yes, does have a few tanks, but is mainly light units. These Hellions and a few Marines, just a single tank, and with the Colossus range upgrade, I believe you can outrange tanks, or at least be just on the edge, or something to that effect anyway. Single Banshee out, of course, doesn't have Cloak yet, and Banshee does do well against Stalkers, to a lesser extent the Colossus, but really I think it's there for... Actually, I don't know why it's there, so I'm not going to even say. Another drop moving in from ChaoxTech. I think this one has avoided being scouted, so let's see if ChaoxTech is able to make some drone kills. There is a single cannon here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to slide in and get any probe kills at all, but we will have to see. Nothing else really going on the map, so go Gadget Hellions? No? Oh! Gonna fly around and move in, remembering that there's actually a block here. Granted, he will be susceptible to that cannon. However, as long as he... Oh, why is he focusing on the stalkers? Oh, might even lose the dropship. Oof, 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 oof. Is this going to be the game that ChaoxTech loses? I've been encouraging him to send me games where he loses, and this could be it. He's been spending so many resources getting bases up, but what he's not exactly prepared for is this gigantic Protoss ball, which could move out at any point. He's got anti-tank, he's got anti-infantry. Basically, he has the counter to ChaoxTech's army. And sure, it will come down eventually to positioning and micro, as it always does, but I don't think ChaoxTech is in a very good position. Doesn't really have any ghosts, and sure, he has these ravens, which will have a point defense drone, but look how few stalkers there are here. 5 stalkers. And those point defense drones aren't going to be good for anything other than finding observers out in the field. So I am rather scared of ChaoxTech's ability to actually do anything here. What else is going on? A couple sensor towers up, basically covering the entire field of view. I suppose I could sneak a warp prism through here, but that not really much point to that. Oh, he does have a Ghost Academy, but where are the ghosts? There's finally a ghost. I think that's the only one out. Units. Yeah, only a single ghost out. I suppose he could land a really fantastic EMP if he gets lucky. I do want to check out income though, and wow, Mentor actually ahead on that as well, despite having roughly the same number of harvesters. That's actually kind of funny, considering that usually Terran with mules. It looks like Mentor is starting to move across the map. ChaoxTech has sort of a barricade. Wow, that was fun to say. And going to use that to protect his tanks. Oh, but he's got to keep his light units safe. He needs to keep them back in order to protect the tanks, and really nothing else. Let the tanks do the work, and try to pick off any other units that happen to stumble in. Man, look how many Immortals. Screw getting more Colossus. That number of Immortals is going to destroy any tank line, practically. So, yeah, ChaoxTech's got to be careful here in terms of how he goes about trying to... Oh! And here we're seeing those Colossus try to outrange the tanks. But yeah, he needs a different recipe to try to destroy what Mentor has, and I feel as though that recipe involves more ghosts, a few more Vikings, and less tanks. I don't know though. I shouldn't really comment, I guess, since ChaoxTech is the one in Grandmaster and I'm in near gold league. In my own defense though, I haven't laddered in I haven't seriously laddered in about 3 months. Maybe more. And now, okay, Mentor is starting to position these Immortals up front, getting ready to take a push in here to take on ChaoxTech's tank line head on. ChaoxTech in the meantime moving out a couple more expansions, gonna try to take an even greater economic lead. I don't even think he has, well, I guess he might have the infrastructure for this, but look how many minerals he has in the bank. Both players have a lot of minerals in the bank, and both players are effectively maxed out. So it's gonna, oh my, where are these going? Okay. Wow, Mentor moving in to try to take out one of ChaoxTech's expansions there, but now big engagement, lots of point defense drone, lots of Vikings trying to focus down those Colossus. I didn't see any, I see, I guess, one EMP, but I've heard a lot of dead ghosts. So not quite sure how effective that was. Vikings might be able to take out the Colossus here, but really it's not a whole lot of good when your entire tank line is getting absolutely destroyed by these Immortals. Just so many Immortals, and these, oh man, even the Ravens here just getting absolutely destroyed. Mentor, however, deciding to back off from this fight. Really the only thing that's left here is one siege tank and this ghost. That's it. I don't know why he's backing off. In the meantime, ChaoxTech trying to slowly pew-pew away at these rocks so he can make some sort of an attack on one of Mentor's expansions, maybe throw some Hellions up there. Not exactly sure what his tactic is going to be. Wow, look how quickly Mentor reinforced his army. That is a huge, huge army very, very quickly. A lot of units in production for both sides, but as you know, those Terran buildings take a long, long time to produce. So, as Fusion always says, when you max out your army, work on your production, even if you haven't engaged yet. And that's a good lesson for players of all skill levels, definitely. Ooh, sneaky bugger. Has ChaoxTech seen this yet? Oh, that is funny. That is just funny. Alright, and the Hellions are moving in, and they're going to see this additional expansion from Mentor on their way to the top left. Gonna scoot past there. Let's see how many probe kills ChaoxTech can get. He's gonna run into some cannons, but with that blue flame, bunch of Hellions there, shouldn't have any problem getting a bunch of probe kills, and now starting to take the lead on that front. Of course, losing basically all of his Hellions, but I think the cost outweighed the loss. I don't even know how one... I don't know. Anyway. I kind of like this, the construction on this map. Giving just a little additional buffer space between Mentor's army and ChaoxTech's tanks. Mentor looks like he's going to make another attempt at moving in from the side, and really that's the way he's got to do it. ChaoxTech bringing in these Ravens again for more point defense drone, but again, still not a ton of Sockers there. The bulk of ChaoxTech's army, getting utterly reamed by Storm. However, there look to be like there are enough Thors here to sort of resist the Storm. Storm not so great against Storm. So anyway, wow, ChaoxTech just expanding all over the place, and he still does have a 200 army, which is still maxed. Yeah, I guess so. And just, man, unintentionally slow creeping across the map, I guess, just with his massive walls of Terran metal. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because, again, both players have a ton in the bank, have a ton of production, and, yeah, I have a ton of expos here, really. So, what's happening here? This is moving in. I'm wondering if you can move back across over to this position. ChaoxTech is out mining and might actually be able to start pushing in up against Mentor with this, but I don't know. Immortals do fairly well against tanks as well, or against Thor as well. More nice point defense drone, and actually some decent feedback against the Thors too. Bring him down to about 2/3 health. So, well, granted they're still pretty powerful, but it's a good quick way to get some health down on those Thors. I wish this game would move a little quicker, because this is sort of the point in the game where I'm like, okay, something's gotta happen. There just needs to be a big collision and someone needs to come out on top. That is a lot of High Templar. Huh. My computer is slowing down the game. Huh. Just moving these barracks out a little bit just to give Mentor's units something else to target. That's a good idea. I like that. Because they have a lot of health. That's 1,000 health right there. Compared to a Thor, which only has 200 health. Oh wait, 400 health. I can read. Shut up. Doing a nice job drawing those zealots off the line just to get a few additional shots from some tanks. This is one of the most unique Terran slow pushes I've ever seen, I have to say. Now it looks like there's going to be an engagement. Nice tank line from ChaoxTech, and wow, decisively turning the tide of this battle very quickly, nullifying the Stalkers completely with those point defense drones, and now Mentor is on the run. He's going to have to start producing very quickly here. Let's take a look at upgrades. 2-3 on those Zealots. Tanks have 1-3. Now ChaoxTech's going to start taking out some bases. And this is going to fall very quickly. Things are not going too well for Mentor at this point. That's a ton of tanks. And actually the map is starting to sort of run dry on minerals here. Almost everything gone from both players' naturals. And their back corner expansion starting to look a little sparse. Gold's basically gone. ChaoxTech does have, it looks like, an additional expansion up on Mentor, now able to take down the 9 o'clock expansion, so that's going to be the end of what's really becoming a vital mining location for Mentor. Really the only place left that has a significant cache of minerals left is this top left-hand corner base, and it is quickly going to go down. Mentor has to make a decision here. Does he try to take on ChaoxTech's army head-to-head, or does he go for a counter? I don't think he can keep up with ChaoxTech's production at this point. He's almost got a... Well, there's no way he can take down ChaoxTech's army at this point either. Now check out what's in the bank too. ChaoxTech sitting at 3K, and Mentor just totally strapped dry. Carrier? I don't really understand the carrier, but alright. Man, and what do you do at this point? Really, I think Mentor needs a lot more immortals. Wow, ChaoxTech actually using that barrage ability. It's something I don't see very often. And wow, actually dispatching ChaoxTech's army. Really great use of... What? Oh, so he just wanted to prove that he could take out ChaoxTech's army once and then end the game. So Mentor GG's. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, I think Mentor needed a lot more immortals, because they do pretty well against the Thor, and they do great against the tank. So yeah, that was a really good game. Thanks to ChaoxTech for sending me that match. And as always, if you have any interesting matches you want to send me, whether they're embarrassing replays or mid-level games, whatever, just send them. Clive at replays at poweroverwhelming.net. That's the one. Send those replays. Otherwise, I'll just keep putting stuff up, finding them on drop.sc, wherever I can find them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like, all that jazz. See you guys later.